Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an episode of The Witcher 3.
My salon stands.
Hope everybody's having a
Please come in.
fantastic one out there today, my fellow fuckers. Here we are in the Blood and Wine expansion. We're about to go to a party. Long story short, the vampire that's been massacring everybody, his love interest has been kidnapped and he's been getting blackmailed. So now we're on the path to try to figure out who's the one blackmailing him. But I still hold the vampire responsible because he's still murdering people, but he's doing it out of a good cause, you know, so I can't hate on him for that. He cares about somebody, so he's just killing other people to try to save her, which I mean I can get down on, but lo and behold, whatever. I'm about to go to a party here where the dude that's a blackmail is supposed to be. So we'll see what occurs. Well, this dude's got some money. I have a lot of shit I need to sell you, boy. Let's see here. So, yep, that's to make... Ooh, nice mask. So that's to make a long story. I'm not about to buy all this shit. She wants me to show up all fresh and dappered up. I need to go to my... what's it called? Oh, you don't want to buy none of my books? I'll sell you that emerald ring. Ooh, pure silver. I'll sell you that. What else I got in here? I don't really need to sell you nothing else. Guess I can sell you those medium pants. Those are fucking garbage. So I take that. Oh boy. Go ahead and take that. Well, we'll buy a little outfit, I guess. Man, that's pretty fresh, though. I need to buy the pants. Man, pants. These pants are expensive. These are expensive pants. I'm gonna have to go get my shit and sell to this dude, I think. You don't want none of my goods. You don't want a goddamn thing from me. Can be exchanged. Yeah. Motherfucker. You better buy my shit. Not selling back. Heavy armor. I don't need these gloves. Go ahead and sell them to you. Good, now we got 300. I should be able to buy our stuff at least. Elegant. Nilfgaardian. Pants. How much are the boots? Oof. That's pretty good armor, but nah, I don't need it. I didn't sell him the boots. All I sold him was that. And those gloves. God, he wants 2,000 for those gloves. He's crazy. Alright. There we go.
Thanks. I think that's all I need for now.
Take off that black mask I got. Pretty nasty. Alright. Ooh. Did he not have any gloves I'm supposed to wear? He wants me to put on a mask. I'll put on the eyes wide shut mask. There we go. I got a bunch of assassins that they said apparently is like an inner circle, like some kind of organization or something. They've got a bunch of guys out here trying to kill me out in the fucking streets and shit. I've already had to fight a couple of them. But here we go to see the queen. We about to go crash this party. About to go crash this party.
Late. Now, why does that not surprise me?
Sometime later. Oh, they got the lights flowing up in the air. It's pretty. Can't quit yawning, boys and girls, my fellow fuckers. Oh, here she comes. Ooh, this is definitely eyes wide shut shit.
Well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. My, Geralt. Not bad at all. And you've even a mask. Just not the kind required.
Huh?
They're a little different, the ones Mandragora members wear. I've brought you one. Put it on.
Which one did you bring me? Ooh, okay. Why do they wear a mask? Yeah, I already know why they wear a mask. Secret society, but I'll ask anyway.
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Duh. It's eyes wide shut.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Go check that movie out if you've never seen it.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
I didn't have to
What
buy
do you
that
mean?
stuff. It was optional.
Ran into
but
some of his thugs in
I like
town.
racking up on
Knew
that
who I
elegant
was. Had
stuff.
it in for
It's
me.
pretty cool looking.
Right. Right you are.
She
We
has
must
a nice
proceed with
mask.
caution.
The
Come,
queen.
it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Belant.
Fuck.
You are admirers, I
Quit yawning.
surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaviri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Appreciate it.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaviri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Take place in the entertainments.
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you.
Art is good folk, yet another soul longing to
Take
express its creative side.
Well, you are modern art?
I got it! It's the Soretur!
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's
This is
soul.
stupid. We're trying to make a smile face.
Quite the look. Splendid! The sky over Toussaint before a storm.
Or a
Trying to make a smiley
internalized
face, but
theory.
now I'm just gonna make a
Should you tire
couple
of
colors thrown together.
lush
Give it a little
verdant as a field of fire?
expression.
To wise
Expressions.
and to wine!
A little Van Gogh. Nah, more like a little who they do the Dali. Yeah. Voila. Which ones do we go to now?
Sure to be in one of the alcoves.
Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal?
The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil. And defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
Let's look in the alcoves.
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
That built up a
shit.
pretty powerful resistance.
Yeah, right. Now you're drunk as fuck. Only for a second.
Let's go.
Your
What are you
boards
doing over here?
have made no effort to understand. It's a metaphor of the constant
Took 12 out of 15 of those paintballs. That kind of irritates
Sure
me.
to be in one of the alcoves.
What else will they think of? If they can't agree, they cut the line. Then you are the constant struggle in life.
Who am I supposed to talk to? Oh, there we go. Stupid.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see. Fine, let's give it a try.
Never suspected you believed in such
Ooh, there you go.
things.
Let's see if she's in here.
Ah, how beautiful.
Two things.
These look like little
The
sections.
dolphins. That.
I knew it. I knew what they were up to.
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
What's up? Lovely portrait.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me.
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learnt I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
Ooh. A little freaky in
We
the
came
upper
here to meet you,
class
specifically.
here. These aristocrats
meet
getting
me?
down.
But why?
Look at those titties.
Centurion Noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centurion Noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd.
Damn.
I caught it. But I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift. A heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Alright, started his therapy.
You must throw off
Try to find this chick. Oh, with the refreshment
Censure
tables.
beyond the bounds of cognition.
What's that?
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look,
Oh, my amour, my son.
empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
This is a cool little party. Well, there's the sun. We're on the trail, boys.
Bloody colorful, that's what.
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
We've already released them.
Fine, relax.
Ooh, what's back here?
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
The Queen.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh, not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
Just don't tell anybody you've seen us.
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to
nobleman.
each other.
A
What did the
nobleman.
man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
Thank you, Mr. Bodyguard. You've been quite the help. Here we go. Oh shit.
That must be Cecilia.
He slit her throat.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
Son of a bitch.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana at once.
Maybe
she
she's
should
a
bring her soiree to a
sacrifice.
close.
That's what they do.
Shouldn't split up.
Get up, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall
No,
fetch
don't
help.
split up, Queen. I know you're tough, but ugh. Son of a bitch.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony.
Handprint.
Bloody handprint. It's his.
I'm about to loot this shit. I need some money, boys. Gold plate, gold casket. What's in here? Locked. Damn.
Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too.
Ooh, what's that?
Broke the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil. Must have climbed this ladder.
What's wrong with this dude? Is he a fucking psycho?
Footprints, made by soiled boots. Could still be here. Need to stay alert.
I'm about to loot this shit. I need all these gems.
Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor. Bloodstains.
You just murking people?
Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably. Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Locked. No key in sight.
Oh, the fucking knife on the ground.
Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for.
Damn, this dude is just crazy.
Sconce is bent, smeared with blood.
He is
Someone tried to grab
crazy.
it.
What do you jump back
Blood on
out
the
the
window
window?
frame. Someone climb out? Fall out?
Yeah, I feel kind of bad for taking all this shit, but I'm gonna sell it. I need money. I'm about to jump out that fucking door. I don't see any other clues. Oh.
Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like.
Interesting. Do I need to like climb back down? Oh, I didn't even see that.
Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this, must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace? Seems there was a struggle. Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
Damn.
So, this is the tracker. A
Ooh.
witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer.
I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail.
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
Fell out of the window.
Just so.
Thief, I think I know it.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes, he stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you.
A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
Bastard. Somebody's sending them out to get shit.
The Heart of
Interesting.
Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine, what's that?
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
God, the queen's so fucking bad.
Forgive
dude.
me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Damn, the queen. She is so hot, dude. Sexy. Sexy bitch. What do you think about Oriana?
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
I
The
noticed
drawing.
that.
It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the
Toussaint.
wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether.
It's a hostile takeover. They're trying to take over the kingdom.
My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers.
Ooh.
She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment.
The Black
They said she
Sun.
was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior,
Black
felt
Sun.
pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the
That's
end,
fucked
they
up.
forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys. But I
Interesting.
grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint.
Interesting.
Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen. Or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Dun Tyne, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
Well. Okay, Queen.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend,
Oh,
Detlef
shit.
van der Eriten,
The vampire.
an arrival from Nazaire. We are lending our combined resources to the witch's hunt.
Ah, yes.
The murderer.
Splendid.
He's the murderer.
But why are you here at Oriana's?
Wow.
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages.
They're both vampires.
Literally.
He's a vampire too. Oh
Witcher,
shit!
I hear you know Regis too.
That dude's a
Even
murderer.
that you are friends.
All true.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits.
This is
but he hides them from the
crazy.
world very diligently.
That's the dude we've been
You
hunting
said
for
you're
the
both
whole
aiding
time.
him with his contract.
He's a murderer.
This involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only 2 options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. What might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Just like humans.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly,
Oh shit.
you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah.
I'm
Or at least
killing that
try.
motherfucker. I'm
Enough
dropping
about
him.
the Witcher trait for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent
Shit,
time there as a
right.
child.
What?
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
Forthwith. Look at that motherfucker. He's the one. He's the serial killer vampire that's been
An
dropping
exceptional conversation,
people.
don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint? My, my.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detlaff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renner.
Oriana, she really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long. But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Now listen
She's rich
close.
as fuck.
Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renner must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there, too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Yep.
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got away with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detlaff. Good luck, my friend.
Appreciate it, Regis. Oh, he's gonna
Splendidly,
recognize.
Detlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out?
Yep, let's go, baby. I mean, your grace. She knows. She's smart. I think she
You have
knows.
exceptional friends. This Detlaff, an intriguing man to say the least.
Mhm.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix Mill. It stands along the Saône Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Ooh, we gonna storm a castle. Chill. Put back on my shit in case these motherfuckers are out here trying to battle me. Oh, the relics. Relic. Too small. Nah. Yeah, I don't care. I'm rocking my Witcher boots, baby. Oh, I need to put on my mask. Where's my mask? I'll rock this one this time. Yeah. King, son.
Where are your men?
Prepare to witness wonders at
Where
the
are you?
annual shipbuilding tourney. Surfing
Disperse! The exhibition of the Reginald Dobry model will remain closed until further notice.
I'm gonna kill that vampire. Thought only another vampire could kill a vampire. I'm gonna have to get Regis to kill the vampire. Fucking vamp. No, he seems... such a delicate situation. Such a fucking moral high ground. And wins to take.
Easy.
Ah. Hey, Geralt's house. Yeah, that's my house, bitch. We'll go to my house. There's regular gear and then there's special gears. I got that Witcher gear. I got that Viper armor, son. Viper armor. There's one other set of Witcher armor that's a little bit better, I think.
Let's go. Whoa there, Roach.
And it's in this expansion.
My stomach growls like an angry wolf.
You will no longer be able to finish certain side quests. Ooh, okay. Go ahead and save our game there then.
Faster.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode there. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Had a lot of discoveries in this one. Stay tuned for the next one when we storm the castle. Yes, yes, yes. Have a good one, my fellow fuckers.